Hey everybody, this is Dana from Hammer Dog Productions. Hey, one of the things that we all, when we're going out camping or whatever, we're always looking for solutions for storage and taking our stuff out. And, a way to kind of assemble stuff so it's ready to go when we are. You can set it at the beginning of the year, or you can just leave it in there, unless you've got something perishable in there. Anyway, so I'm sure there's a million suggestions, but I just wanted to share what I use in my case, and I got it for really cheap too. So saving money for things like this, or anything you can do to save money, helps put your money elsewhere into other gear, or upgrading your current gear, or just going somewhere and being able to enjoy yourself out there. So anyway, I'm gonna get into this little case I got here, and maybe it'll help somebody, save a couple bucks. It works good for me, that's what I'm gonna say. So let's check it out. Okay, so this set of cases I got at Harbor Freight, they say Bauer on them. And you can see they got nice metal latches on them right here. And they got individual, really good solid handles on them. They do have an area for locking each of these layers like this. And then over here, they have these that slide out and in like this. Here's another one down here. So what those are is those lock the different containers together, and they've got a set or a series of these containers in different sizes. So in this one, you'll notice that this one here is quite a bit more narrow than the bottom one, okay? And they've got all kinds of different ones that lock into this system. So what I do in this case, I'll unlock this one, come over here and unlock this. And then I can lift this top section off, and we'll go through that. Okay, so I'll take this top section off here. I'll set it down here. And you'll notice that this one here has handles on the sides, but the big one over here, it also has a handle on the top. So you can pick that up as an individual unit, or it folds flat, okay? So in this particular case, this one came with these different containers. Came with 6 of them at least. It came with 6, and then some dividers for the center. Now, I just use these different cases for random things. I've got some in here, like I keep some fire starter cord, some little zip tie type things. Some of the stuff that I keep for my channel. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere, this is something for YouTubers, it's pretty neat. If I'm out in the middle of nowhere and you have no cell reception and people want to know what your YouTube channel is. So yeah, with like a laser engraver, I made the YouTube symbol, and this QR code takes you right to my YouTube channel, and with my channel's logo on it right there. And just some pens with the same thing. Whatever, it's just one thing I carry. Obviously you don't have to carry this, you're camping or whatever, but, and then there's another one I like is some of these biodegradable wipes. I keep those. They're sealed, but I also keep them sealed in this container, which is kind of nice. And there's some snackums. Always keep some toilet paper, doggy bags, extra towels, things like that. I got a mini, tripod. I got extra tent stakes. These particular ones light up, so when they're using for my awning or whatever like that, you can turn these things on and you don't trip over the guy wires. Those are pretty neat. Extra cables, things like that I might need. Obviously your situation is going to vary. Notice I don't have one up in here. I have an extra battery backup. This particular one powers up my LED lights inside my rooftop tent. This here I keep in here, so it's always with my box when I go out, is my Garmin InReach 2 with the charge cable. And if you're going outside of cell service, I strongly recommend getting something like that. It can certainly save you a lot of trouble. Some extra batteries for the stakes or anything else I might need. And here, in case you need to write down notes, I got a waterproof pen and a waterproof notebook. That way I can also use this on the kayak in case I need to make notes for grid coordinates or anything like that. And of course the tub with the ever-changing and evolving power bricks and cords, things like that, adapters, you know, anything I would need. I like to keep a set in here because there's nothing worse than getting out in the middle of nowhere and realizing you forgot a cord, a cable, and an adapter, whatever. And so I have these bricks here for the jackery as well. I can fast charge. There's another neat product that I recently found that I'll show you here in a second. The bigger one has got the same latch assembly in it. And in this one, you just put whatever you want. It does come with dividers. This divider here comes out and you can move it wherever you want. I've got a Jetboil stove, and in each of these I carry the silverware set, I carry a lighter, and a bottle of fuel in this. So I just grab this and it's everything I need. This little lantern, another Harbor Freight interesting thing, and it's like dirt cheap. It was sitting there, and you open it up and bang, shut it. You can crack it open just a little bit so it just puts off a little bit of light, or you can open that bad boy up and get full power. It also runs on AAAs, hence the batteries, and you can hang it up in your tent or whatever. This is a charge base that I picked up. I like to use this with the jackery. I got this off of Amazon. It has all your USB ports, Type C, and this will charge 65 watts, 65 watts, 65 watts. So if you need to fast charge stuff, it's great. It also has a wireless charger right on the top to charge my phone at the same time. And the cord does come off of here if I ever wanted to. And this was purchased off the Amazon. And it's a pretty neat setup. I like that. It's working good. You notice on the back, it is if you can see that, it's 160 watt. And that plugs right in the jackery and good to go. Another thing I carry in here is I carry some different fire starter stuff in case I need, little aids for that. Let's see what else we got in here. There's another stove. Okay, I got some. These are the adapters for the solar panels, so I can charge with solar panels, or I can directly power items with these adapters and cables for the jackery. Any type of situation, I'm covered with these, and so I'm squared away with the power supplies. These two bags here, these are the power supplies for the jackeries. And this is something a lot of people don't think about. If you have a jackery, if you have a smaller jackery like a 500 or something like that, and you've only got one outlet, well, you get one of these little guys like this, and with a power switch on it, you plug this into the jackery, and then you have numerous ways to charge stuff right off the jackery as well. This is a backup kind of to the other one I showed you earlier. But this one doesn't have the power output of the other one, so the other one I use for drones and stuff. Let's see, these are some of those snap bowls. These are pretty cool. These all fold up and make bowls, so you can, they don't take up any room. So if you need a bowl to eat something out of or hold something, then you get these. These are also, got these off of Amazon too. Saw them on a video, thought they were cool. Extra base for a Jetboil stove, just in case something happened. Nothing like backups. And this is an inflatable light beacon, just something I threw in there. Of course, I always carry some extra fuel, so I got an extra fuel in there. This is a charge control. Another thing for the jackery or whatever. It's a control panel, so you, depending on what you want to charge. And of course, it has little toilet paper, some extra silverware, and down in here, there's a little pockets down the side in here that you can hold other stuff. I keep a bandana down there, whatever you want to keep. And this is a neat little fan that I picked up. This is a Ryobi. It's a Ryobi USB one. It runs on little USB rechargeable batteries like this, and they last quite a while. I do keep an extra one in the case, but the nice thing about these is that they're rotatable. It tilts flat. You see how it folds up like that. It's a clamp. So up inside my tent, I can clamp it to anything I want or just set it there, whatever I want, and angle it however I want. So if it's hot or whatever, I've got a fan available. And it feels really good. So that's good. And you got some basic stuff. I got collapsible cups. Got your bear spray, dun dun dun, and just another cup with a carabiner on it. I thought that was kind of neat. You never know when you're going to have company. Got garbage bags, some more extra wipes, an extra lighter, camera mounts, the ever handy Gorilla Tape. These I collected on one of my recent outings. They're pitch balls that are wrapped up in here in tissue paper, so I can use the tissue paper to light the pitch ball, and that'll get a fire roaring. And then, not if you can see this or not, but on this side, yeah, you can see them. On this side, there's little ports you can put all kinds of stuff in there. And one of them I happen to have an electric lighter. It does not run on fuel. It runs. The other ones run on fuel. This one's just battery powered. It puts out a hot spark. It's not supposed to be an all-inclusive list of everything you're supposed to carry. Your needs are going to be different than mine. Environmental things are going to be different. You know, where you live, where you're going to go. Each mission statement may be a little bit different. This is just kind of a rounded situation of gear I know I'm going to need, and I don't want to have to remember, oh, did I grab the so-and-so? Oh, did I get this? Did I get that? It's stuff that I know is in there. I know I'm going to need. And if it, you know, like cables and stuff, you know, I don't want to have to remember to grab the cable by the bed. You know, things like that, or a charge brick, whatever. If I just leave that stuff in there, I'm good to go. Now, of course, I take a lot of other stuff with me. You got to remember your sleeping bag, your paddle, your kayak, life jacket, if you're going kayaking, or food, if you're going camping, tables. There's lots of stuff you got to take with you depending on what it is you're doing. In my situation, this has been a really good bug out box, whatever, for when I go out to film somewhere. And the cases have worked really, really well. They lock together securely. They were pretty inexpensive, and they do have variances of different containers and sizes. You can get 2 big ones, and you can stack the big ones together as high as you want to go. You can get the medium ones, and they make even a smaller one with a whole bunch of little compartments. And I looked at that and thought, wow, if I was in a fishing, that'd be rocking. But you know, there's a lot of configurations you can do with these, and like I said, price was good, and they do work well. They're easy to stack. So hopefully this will help somebody out who's trying to, you know, maybe you're using bags, or, you know, maybe an old box, or you're tired of trying to remember stuff that you got to take with you. Maybe this will help you get a little more organized and be able to do it on the cheap. So check it out at Harbor Freight. They're made by Bauer. I have not seen these in there before until fairly recently, but they do work good. So anyway, this is Dana Price at Amber Dog Productions. Experience nature, and I'll see you out there.